In today's video, we're going to be going over the best cards for those that have different travel frequencies. We're going to start on the left side with those that only travel maybe once or twice a year, and work our way up to those that maybe travel once a month to potentially even more than that. One of the major reasons why people are enticed to credit cards in the first place is because of the promises of free hotels and free flights, but more often than not, I see people being stuck with high annual fee cards that provide little to no benefits to their own lifestyle. And this video is actually perfect for myself personally because I'm going to be transitioning from the left side all the way to the right side in a couple of months due to my job, so let's dive into this video. Alright, so for those of you out there that will maybe only travel once or twice a year, you know, maybe you're an immigrant that has that 1 month long vacation back to the motherland, or you're someone who only travels domestically, the first 3 cards that I'm going to be suggesting is the Chase Trifecta. And no, even before you have this thought, this isn't a video about different tiers of trifectas because I promise that the next 6 cards will go a little differently, but the main reason as to why I suggest the Trifecta for the beginner tier of travelers is because the main focus of trifectas is to consolidate and earn points. If you're getting a card from 3 different credit card issuers, you're going to be earning 3 different credit card points, and it's going to make it extremely difficult to use these points when you want to travel. By completing a trifecta, meaning 3 cards of the same credit card ecosystem that systematically work together, helps you earn a ton of points that can then be used together. And it just so happens that the Chase Trifecta is the best bang for your buck and has a well-rounded domestic and international transfer partner list. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain it in a little bit. Up first in the Chase Trifecta is the Chase Freedom Flex. This card gets talked about a ton and there's a good reason for that. The Chase Freedom Flex is a no annual fee card that helps you earn 5x back on rotating quarterly categories, 5x on travel through Chase's travel portal, 3x on dining, 3x on drugstore purchases, and then 1x on everything else. The way it works within your 3 Chase credit card setup is that this card is probably going to be your most pulled out credit card due to the nature of the 5x back in rotating categories, which does have some amazing categories from time to time. For instance, 5x back on mobile wallet payments and 5x back on PayPal purchases. The card itself typically comes with a $200 welcome bonus offer after spending $500 within the first 3 months of account opening, which when divided up to a per month basis is roughly $167 per month. In addition to that, occasionally this card will have additional attachments such as earning 5x back on gas and grocery store spending for the first year. For example, when I got my Freedom Flex, it had the additional 5x back on gas for the first year. The next card that I want to bring attention to is the Chase Freedom Flex. The way that this card works is that it's mainly used as a catch-all credit card, meaning that it helps earn additional points in categories that typically only return at 1%. The Chase Freedom Flex is a no annual fee card that helps earn 1.5x on all purchases ever, and then 3x on dining and 3x on drugstore purchases. And like the Chase Freedom Flex, the Chase Freedom Unlimited has the same welcome bonus offer of $200 back in the form of 20,000 ultimate reward points. That's the point currency that Chase uses after spending $500 within the first 3 months of account opening. And on occasion, we'll have the additional 5% back on a category for the first year. And before continuing, I did want to briefly mention that completing welcome bonus offers are going to always be your #1 way to earn a bunch of points without needing to spend an absurd amount of money. For example, in order to earn 20,000 ultimate reward points with either the Chase Freedom Flex or the Chase Freedom Unlimited, by spending $500 and completing the welcome bonus offer, I achieved this goal. But if I were to go a different route and try to earn 20,000 points by spending money in the 5x back categories for gas and groceries, it would take me $4,000 to achieve the same goal, and for the 3x back on dining category, it'd be more than $6,600, a whopping 8x or 13x harder to do. And finally, completing the Chase Trifecta and what I'd recommend as the perfect credit card setup for the infrequent traveler is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. The previous 2 cards that I mentioned were mainly used to earn ultimate reward points and then funnel these points into the Chase Sapphire Preferred by using one of Chase's transfer partners. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is a $95 annual fee card, or roughly $8 per month, and while I do admit that having to pay an annual fee can be a bit of a headache for some, I'd argue that the value you get from this card greatly outweighs the money that you have to pay to keep the card every single year. It helps earn 5x back on travel, 5x on Lyft, 5x on Peloton, 3x on dining, online grocery stores and streaming services, and 2x on other travel. You can also benefit from a $50 hotel credit, 25% more redemption value when using the Chase Travel Portal, and Dash Pass and Instacart Plus credits. The typical way that you'll use the points that you've earned on your cards are in one of three ways. The first way, and arguably the most common way, but I'd argue is also the worst way to redeem your credit card points, is to redeem them for cash back. Typically, this means that for every 100 credit card points that you earn, you'll also get a standard value of $1 back, or what you've probably heard mentioned within the credit card space as 1 cent per point valuation. The second way, which is an option with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, is redeeming your points through Chase's Travel Portal. Because one of the perks of owning the Preferred is that you get a 25% bonus of point redemption on travel via the portal. Your point redemption valuation will be roughly 1.25 cents per point valuation, which isn't bad by any means. I personally redeemed a flight using this method myself, but the third and best way is by transferring out your points to one of Chase's transfer partners, which consists of 14 total partners, 11 airline, and 3 hotels. The ones I personally prefer to use is Hyatt, which is a hotel partner, and I consistently get more than 2 cents per point valuation, and Air Canada, which is an airline partner, where I consistently get more than 3 cents per point valuation. If you want to learn more about this method and the potential of transferring points, I've made a couple of videos documenting my own experiences, so make sure to check them out after finishing this one. Okay, so another major concern about getting an annual fee credit card or a higher tiered credit card is finding ways to completing their welcome bonus offer. While typical offers for no annual fee credit cards range anywhere between $500 and $1,000 spending requirements, annual fee credit cards range anywhere between $2,000 and $8,000, which is a hard goal to reach by any standards. So one question that remains is, how do you complete this goal without spending all of your money? This is why it's important to time big expenses around the same time as applying for a new credit card. For example, the Chase Sapphire Preferred on occasion will raise its welcome bonus offer from the typical 60,000 point offer to an 80,000 point offer with the same spending requirement of $4,000 within the next 3 months. Some ways that I've found that have proven to be surefire ways in accomplishing the $4,000 spending requirement are things like offering to pay for big family or friend dinners and having them Venmo you their shares back, usually being able to cover $1,000 within 3 months. Another is proactively paying your car insurance for the next 6 months or a year. Another is by paying for your rent with your credit card, which does incur a transaction fee. But again, earning welcome bonus offers are the #1 way to earn credit card points. There are definitely a ton of ways to meet these goals without needing to spend a ton of money in the process. Alright, so the next tier that we're going to be talking about is the mid-tier frequency travelers, and those are for people that typically take trips 3 to 4 times a year or nearly once every other month. And this can be just due to the fact that you like to travel a lot, or someone who infrequently needs to take business trips. The first card that I'm going to be talking about is the American Express Gold Card. The Gold Card is definitely a bit of an upgrade compared to the last card that I just talked about in the last tier, but this is definitely a staple in anyone's wallet that likes to travel. The Gold Card is a $250 annual fee card that helps you earn 4x back on restaurants and grocery stores, as well as 3x back on flights. It also has 2 statement credits that help to recoup the hefty annual fee that you pay to own this card, and those are a $120 statement credit that you can use at Grubhub, the Cheesecake Factory, Goldbelly, Wine.com, Milk Bar, and Shake Shack, and a $120 statement credit for Uber. Both are limited to $10 per month, which can cause a bit of a headache, but again, these are methods to help recoup a majority of the hefty annual fee. The Gold Card does also give you access to American Express's transfer partner list, which is considered to be very, very valuable. Plus, since it's one of the best dining credit cards out there, if you're someone who is on a business trip and is able to get your food reimbursed by the company, the Gold Card is a no-brainer. The next card that I want to bring up in this tier is the Capital One Venture X card. The Capital One Venture X is a $395 annual fee card, but does come with pretty advantageous ways in mitigating these fees, which I'll explain in a little bit. The Venture X is probably one of my favorite credit cards right now and helps to earn 10x back on hotels and car rentals, 5x on flights, and 2x on everything else, which makes it a pretty amazing catch-all credit card similar to that of the Chase Freedom Unlimited. With the $395 annual fee, the Venture X also offers a $300 travel credit, which helps reduce the annual fee into an effective $95 annual fee, and 10,000 bonus miles each card anniversary, which helps make the card into a free card. In addition to that, it also comes with a $100 TSA/global entry credit, which I have used myself, and additional benefits, perks, and lounge access to not only the Priority Pass, which I'll explain exactly what that is in a little bit, and Capital One's very own lounge network. The Priority Pass is something that does get frequently talked about a lot within the premium travel credit card realm, and it's essentially a membership that unlocks unlocks over 1,300 different airport lounges across the entire world. Mostly every premium travel credit card offers it, but the Capital One Venture X is definitely the cheapest option in getting this perk, and it's definitely a necessary perk to have for the infrequent traveler. And before we mention the next card, I did also want to mention one of the most overpowered benefits to the Venture X, and that's allowing the primary card holder for free authorized users for free. While other premium travel credit cards typically tack on an additional fee for authorized users, the Venture X gives them away for free. That means that if you have a kid that's about to go off to college, or you want your spouse to have the same privileges and benefits that you have, you can give it to them completely free. And finally, the last card, or actually cards that I want to mention for this tier of travelers, is a low tier or mid tier hotel co-branded credit card. The ones that I prefer are either the Hilton Surpass, Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, or the World of Hyatt cards. Having a hotel co-branded credit card not only helps you earn additional points that your travel credit cards aren't able to earn, but they also provide additional perks and benefits that a typical travel credit card does not offer. For instance, for the Hilton Surpass card, booking at Hilton properties helps earn 12x points. You also get Hilton Honors Gold status, which helps unlock perks like space available upgrades and daily food and beverage credit. You also get a $200 Hilton credit paid in form of $50 credits each quarter, and a free night award voucher after hitting $15,000 in spending every calendar year. For the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, you earn 17x back on Marriott properties, and you get a free night award voucher every card anniversary. And for the World of Hyatt card, you earn 9x on Hyatt properties and also a free night award voucher every card anniversary. And hotel co-branded credit cards are definitely highly recommended for those of you out there that take infrequent business trips, especially if you have to pay for these hotels and flights yourself and then get reimbursed, because then you're earning hotel loyalty points for essentially free. And since these cards do come with loyalty status upgrades, being able to get an upgraded room during your business trip for free is definitely a top tier value. And finally, swinging over to the last tier of travelers, the frequent travelers. These are folks that maybe travel once a month for leisure or business, all the way up to maybe traveling every single day. The first card that I want to mention is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. This is the big brother to the Chase Sapphire Preferred, a card that I mentioned towards the beginning of this video. The Chase Sapphire Reserve is a $550 annual fee card, which is a bump up compared to the American Express Gold card or the Capital One Venture X from the previous tier. The Reserve helps earn 5x on flights via the travel portal, 10x on hotels and car rentals, 3x on dining, 3x on other travel purchases, and 10x on Chase dining. It comes with a $300 travel credit, which helps reduce the $550 annual fee into an effective $250 annual fee, and comes with the Priority Pass, which I mentioned earlier, Chase Airport Lounge Access, TSA PreCheck / Global Entry Credit, Lyft, Instacart, and DoorDash subscriptions, and much more. I personally think that the Chase Sapphire Reserve is quickly becoming one of the best, if not the best, travel credit card in the game, due to the fact that it is a card that's geared more towards travel, meaning helps earn a lot on travel related purchases, as well as Chase building out a pretty competitive airport lounge resume recently, competing with the likes of Capital One and American Express. In addition, its Priority Pass is the least limiting version compared to the other Priority Passes that are offered from other premium travel credit cards. Let me explain. So the Priority Pass has two sides to it. The airport lounge side, which is one side, and the restaurants, which is the other side. Cards like the American Express Platinum card and the Capital One Venture X have access to the airport lounges only, while the Chase Sapphire Reserve has access to both. The Chase Sapphire Reserve is a card that I'm personally looking to add to my own wallet soon, just due to the fact of how amazing all of the perks and benefits are, and since I'll be traveling to a lot of the same locations that Chase is building out an impressive airport lounge network in, is a card that I need to have. And speaking of the American Express Platinum card, it's the next card that I wanted to mention. The Platinum card is by far the most expensive premium travel credit card in this video, but it does come with a ton of amazing benefits and perks that it becomes a staple within most frequent travelers' wallets. It's a $695 annual fee card, but does come with over $1,500 in miscellaneous statement credits that you may or may not find useful, such as a $200 hotel credit for prepaid hotels booked through American Express's travel portal, a $240 digital entertainment credit, a $200 Uber cash credit, and much more. In addition to all of this, you also get access to the best airport lounge network by a credit card provider with the Centurion Lounge Network, which spans Centurion lounges and escape lounges, as well as Plaza Premium and Priority Pass lounges. Additionally, you also get free Marriott Bonvoy and Hilton Honors Gold status, high tiers in Avis, Hertz, and National, and one of the best customer service and concierge services available. And then on top of all of this, you get additional perks that you may or may may not have heard about, such as exclusive access and benefits at Coachella, a huge music festival at Palm Springs, California each year, and exclusive access at Wimbledon. The best way to sum up the Platinum card is by not viewing it as a high earner with travel related purchases, but rather view it as a tool to upgrade your quality of life on the road. With earnings multipliers of 5x on flights and hotels and then 1x on everything else, I can list a ton of other travel credit cards that have better earners multipliers, but there are a few cards that I can name that have better benefits than the Platinum card. If you're someone that travels a lot but also wants to travel in luxury, the Platinum card is definitely a card that you should have in your wallet. And finally, the last cards that I want to mention are the high-tiered hotel co-branded credit cards. My personal favorite is the Hilton Honors Aspire card, which is a powerhouse within the hotel co-branded world with complimentary diamond status, a free night reward voucher each account anniversary, a $400 hotel resort credit, a $200 flight credit, a $189 Clear Plus credit, as well as 14x back on Hilton properties, 7x on select travel, 7x on dining, and 3x on everything else. If you're a Hilton loyalist, this is definitely a card that you need in your wallet, especially for the free diamond status, which proves to be extremely useful in getting room upgrades. Another high-powered hotel co-branded credit card is either the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant or the Chase Ritz-Carlton card, which is technically a discontinued card, but there is a way to product change into that card. The Brilliant is a $650 annual fee hotel credit card that comes with a $300 dining statement credit, a $100 Marriott Bonvoy property credit, and Marriott Bonvoy Platinum Elite status, which unlocks additional benefits and perks similar to that of the Hilton Diamond status. You also get a free night reward voucher that is redeemable at the 85,000 point level. For the Ritz-Carlton card, it's a similar card with the $450 annual fee. It also gives you a free night award voucher that is redeemable at the 85,000 point level and gives gold elite status and a $300 travel credit. But again, like always, to wrap up this video, I can make as many recommendation videos as I want, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide which cards will ultimately suit your lifestyle the best. I can't tell you how many times I've witnessed someone picking up the Platinum card with all of its benefits and its high annual fee, only to find out that they travel little to no times per year, wasting both the potential of the card itself, but also wasting their own money in the process. Evaluate your own lifestyle and figure out which cards will benefit you the best. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay safe out there, everybody. Peace. Those of you out there that are new to the channel, hi, my name is Eric. I generally talk about everything credit card related, but more recently I've been making videos on broader financial topics, such as these videos right here. The main goal for this channel is to provide informational and meaningful financial related content that everybody everywhere can enjoy. So again, if you'd like to support that dream, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And with that, thank you for watching as always. Until next time, everybody, stay safe out there. Peace.